Okay, we are recording. I think everybody will really enjoy this one. You know, if you like to research or if you want to make sure that the token that you're getting into is not going to dump on you. Now, of course, there's no guarantee of that. But if we put a little bit of light research in beforehand, I think we can increase our chances dramatically. And I'm going to show you some of the tools I use. I use these every single day. I wouldn't recommend them unless I felt like they were the best thing that's available. So let's just jump right into it. First of all, if you look on my Twitter, let me bring that over here. I posted about this trade called $1. It was a CTO that kind of got revived. Make sure you can see that. Okay, yeah, there it is right there. So this $1 meme, CTO takeover, did a 100 for us, 100x for us since yesterday. So the reason why I felt a little bit more, and I didn't hold it all the way, I should have, but the reason why I felt more comfortable with this play over other plays is, it's still a risk, but I looked it up on Moni. It did show that it had smart followers. I looked it up on smart money. There was smart money in it. You know, those two things put together give you more conviction. I still don't put a whole lot of money into these memes because they are extremely risky. They are gambling. I just want to say that up front, so be careful with them. And what I tell everybody in Discord is that at the very most, you should be using 5% of your capital. I mean, the most important thing you can do in the bull run is to accumulate high conviction altcoins. You don't want to be putting a bunch of money into memes. So please don't do that. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but it's what I would do, I guess is the best way to put it. So this one did very well for us. What you can do with Moni, I'll start off with Moni here, is you just take their Twitter handle here. This is $1 to $1. And then you paste it in here at the top. So I'd say $1 to $1, and then I hit enter. And now you've got the $1 CTO here looking at you. And the reason why, okay, so let's just step back a little ways and say, okay, if we were looking 3 months ago, I mean, this thing's just basically, or even 1 year ago, this thing's just basically flatlined, right? There's not many smart followers, but over the last 7 days, now that we're getting interested in it because a CTO took over, we can now see with Moni that there are, there's an increase. I mean, if you think about this like a chart, right? There's an increase. There's the amount of smart money followers is increasing. There's even a smart mention here about it, which I haven't read yet. Yeah, it looks like they were just retweeting something. But it's obvious that once you hit a certain threshold of smart followers, it just gets exponentially more interesting to potential investors, right? So we feel that's somewhere between 6 to 12, roughly, smart followers. I mean, yeah, you could be watching really close, and we do have alert channels for this in our Discord. You could be watching really close and see the first person that jumps in and think, oh, well, this must be a good project. But it's really better to wait a little bit longer just to see if more pile in. And so if we take a look at this and say, the first person was in at, 6:40 a.m. my time on the 24th of November. And then it really got, a lot more smart follower eyes on X around 2 o'clock that same day. So let's go to the chart and we'll look at 2 o'clock. I don't have that one up yet. Hang on. I may have to pull up the CA for this one. Oh no, there it is. Let's see. So that was 9:30. Yeah, I mean, it would have been fine. And this is really the point I want to make, is that you have time to do this research. These things, they go parabolic sometimes immediately. What did this go up to? 1.3 million. But look where the real profit was made on this. It was actually on the back end. It was after the dip happened. And I'm not saying that this always happens this way, but there are a lot of really big movers that happen just like this. So if we look at Chill Guy just really quickly, to compare this, let's see where the bulk of the move happened. And we actually got into this one too. So you had a big move up to 445K, which is a very small market cap. It's extremely risky at that level. The first, I've actually got it marked here, the first smart followers that showed up on this one, which this was a CTO as well, I believe. We're kind of right in here. We got in right here. We made about 100x on it. Or no, sorry, this was 1,000x. We got in at a 50x, I believe, somewhere in here. So look, even though we were way late in comparison, to what some other people were getting in, you still made plenty. I mean, 50x is nothing to sneeze at. I think that's correct on this one. We may have gotten into here somewhere. I'd have to go back and look at it. But regardless, I mean, it's a big move, right? And we're not worried that it has a big move initially. It's going to come down at some point and give you a better entry, right? It's going to do some kind of bull flag, triangle pattern where it eventually breaks out of it. The main key, the main focus here is we want to be in tokens that we know smart money is interested in. And I say smart money because I use that terminology with Nansen all the time. But what I really mean is smart followers on X. And Moni has a really nice algorithm here where they give each of these, alpha hunters or influencers, or maybe it's like a project or a DAO. They actually give them a score, and like this person right here, Ignis DeFi, he's considered an alpha hunter, or she. They have 3 of these. Like, this is the highest rank you can get on Moni, and they have a really, really high score. So in our mind, we want to see at least a 1,000 score. And let's just see on page 2, is there anybody under 1,000? Yeah, there's a couple under 1,000. I would suspect that these people probably joined late, but you have to be careful of some of these, alpha hunters. This one's not actually labeled alpha hunter. We removed this one from our list today because this person was, just following every single project they could find. It's almost like an AI is running the account, and it's a very low quality. As far as an alpha hunter, it's a very low quality channel on X. So we feel like the sweet spot is you want to find these accounts on Moni that are at least 1,000 score or above. We feel like that's the best. But if they have, multiple brain emojis here, that's good. I don't think any of these had 3. Yeah, just one had 2. So the higher score they have, the more little brain things they have. Let's see. Yeah, so this was increasing. Obviously, as price goes up, interest increases. It gets on people's radar. Now, let me show you. I think this is a very important part of this video we're doing. Let me show you what it looks like when nobody's following it. And then let's look at the chart, what happened to it. So I've got one here that I came across. Somebody was calling it on X or something. It's called BIOAC. I mean, we know these token creators, they're just looking to make a buck, right? I mean, you're going to run into some of these that they, and let me refresh this actually to see if anything's changed, but they're just looking to make money and get out. Now, first of all, this has 0 Moni score. So basically what this is it's scoring it based on level of interest, quality, how many smart followers are following it. It gives you a snapshot of whether or not you can trust this project. So immediately you see this and it's 0 and there's no smart followers. There's no reason for you to jump into this token, right? And I do believe they posted, oh, well, there you go. The account's restricted. So it's obvious that they were just there for, a quick buck. Here's another one I brought up before the video just to show it. Let's just see if this one's changed any since I brought it up. Now, it does have a score of 11, so, not bad. It does have 1 smart follower. There is a chance that this one could be something. It has already launched, but it's just a meme, right? I mean, none of these are guarantees. So what we can do is we can go to the Twitter. Did it post a CA? You always want to verify on the actual Twitter link that they posted the CA, the contract address. You don't want to be finding it somewhere else. I've made that mistake before. Whoops. So let's copy the CA, let's look at the chart, and let's just see what we see with it. And I always use gmgn. I think it's probably the better, and I'll show you why. Yeah, so this one's pumping, it looks like. There we go. So where did I find this one? I found this one. Hang on, let me look at my timing where I actually got this one and I was looking at it. I'm just looking here on my other screen. So I got it at 94,000 market cap. If I would have done some quick research, I probably could have jumped in this one a little bit above 100 and done a 3x. Another thing we can do, of course, is y'all know that, well, I mean, if you're new to the channel, you don't know this, but y'all know that I like to use Nansen. So let's take the contract address, let's punch it into Nansen. I don't know if it's going to show us any info just yet, because sometimes these new ones don't. We do have one smart money wallet. This is a very new project, so this isn't showing up just yet. It takes it a little while to populate here. So look at the X. Look at you could look at Telegram and see how active they are. This looks like it could be a bull flag or a pennant, where moving up again. Some things that you can do is watch RSI on the 1 minute. And if you got price coming down like this, maybe attempt to buy at the 50 RSI, and then if that fails, get out. And then when it gets down here to 30 RSI, buy some there, hoping that it comes up. But just remember that volume is king on these, and you need to see volume increasing. So here we have volume decreasing. It's obvious money's coming out of it. You need to see volume start to come back up like that. And currently 28K volume every 5 minutes. Net buys are negative. Not looking real good right now, but it may pick up again. You want to be in these tokens that are volatile, right? A bunch of people buying and selling, and then eventually the buyers take over. Okay, what else did I want to show you here? Yeah, so there's some really nice features on Moni. And I'm just trying to put awareness out there so you know about this, and there will be a link in the description below. But I want you to know about this tool, because if you are a research type person, if you do want to have more conviction before you enter a trade, and remember you have time to research it before the trade takes off, then this is a good app for you. And here's some other features just to show you real quick. You can do a watch list. Here's a really nice feature called followings, that in real time, you can actually see what's being followed, like within the last hour. You can sort it by smart money. So one thing we like to do is we want to see at least 6 smart money followers or smart X followers to know that it's starting to get traction. And so we can look at this grifter coin here. Let's see. Score of 111, that's pretty good. It's starting to gain some traction, seems like. So let's just look at grifter. Okay, so 2 new smart followers recently. That's good. And you can click in there and see who they are as well. Go to, this is, it's a very smart X here, because they got 3 little brains there. Zeneca is following it, which is, as most people know, is a very good X account. What else? There's been 7 smart mentions, and it will let you click through on those if I can find them. It may have been earlier. I don't know why they're not showing up here. Maybe it was in the last hour. Well, usually those show up there. I don't know why. So this one first started getting attention on 18th of November. That's about a week ago. And it's just now getting a little bit more attention now. So this one's had trouble getting going. I don't know if it has a contract address yet. Maybe it hasn't released yet is the issue. Looks like it's an AI that posts updates. There's a lot of these out there now. Trying to see if there's a contract address for this. Oh, it's on virtuals. Okay, there we go. Contract address here, and we're going to go back and look at it here. I would just rather look at it on gmgn. Yeah, I mean, not much volume. Well, no volume at all, actually. So, what we just saw with Moni jives with what we're seeing here, right? With the actual price action. There's nothing going on. The fact that some smart accounts just followed could make you think that, it's starting to get more eyes on it, but I don't know. I'm not really seeing here in the X, even though it's posting often, the AI is posting. I'm not really seeing anything in the X that would tell me that it's ready to go. Let's see. Well, wait here. Let's see. What is this? Going live, underexposed. Oh, it was just replying to somebody here. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's just in real time. I was just showing you one there, and we can look again. Let's just see if we can find anything. So going to followings, last hour. I mean, we can look at the last day even, because these tokens sometimes take a while to move. So here's another one that just popped up actually. Call in intern. I'll open that one up, and then we'll open up Farcast because it got Eric Cryptoman looking at it. Oh, that's on base. Okay, that's interesting. Bro Economy. I think that one was taking off maybe yesterday. Oh, Bob. Oh, that's not the same Bob. Never mind. The Tiny Chef is one that popped up yesterday. I was interested in looking at again. So let's take a look at some of these. Call an intern. This looks like a swarm. Those are getting more popular. We'll check in on the Twitter. Let's see if there's a contract address or if this is just something else. Let's see. Or maybe it hasn't released. Sometimes you got to click through to their, yeah, here we go. Okay, there's the contract address. Let's just see what it's doing. I mean, sometimes you're so early to these that you can look at it and then, maybe later in the day it takes off. Oh yeah, look at that, perfect. I was kind of hoping we'd find one in real time. So there you go, volume was falling off. Now you got a breakout on volume. You're above the 50 RSI. Trending really nice on the, what am I thinking? Market structure. Higher lows, higher highs. You do need to, it needs some work here. It needs a breakout above this resistance though. It's kind of like a ascending triangle type thing. So it could reject here. I'm not saying it has to go, but that's a very big volume candle. So let me put my money to where my mouth is, and I'm going to buy this one. Maybe on the next video I'll follow up and I'll say, here's what this one did. I wouldn't usually recommend to buy, buying here into resistance, but I like what I see on Moni. I do like, the website looks pretty cool, but I do like this one right here. I do like that a couple smarts just followed. It has a total of 7. We could be really early here. Who knows? We've got an angel investor, an influencer, alpha hunter. Here's another alpha hunter. They're all pretty good. There's multiples above 1K, as far as their Moni score. And again, the Moni algorithm does a very good job of weeding out which ones are strong accounts versus weak accounts. And I feel like that level's about 1K score. That's what I look at. Okay, so this has 112 Moni score. It's an L1. I like that it's an L1. Sometimes you don't want to just play memes over and over and over. So that's good that it's an L1. I may even post this to our Discord. And you can look at the feed here too and just see what people are saying about it. First AI influencer swarm powered by Colin. Our mission to dominate crypto. Okay. So it's probably another AI agent swarm. It's kind of ticking all the boxes, right? So let's look at another one here. That's Colin AI. Okay, this one has a total of like 13 smarts. This is Farcast base. Oh, well, this would make sense actually. So Farcast is a very popular ETH chain token, I believe. So if somebody was putting this on, or is putting this on base, then I could see it being a big deal. Is that the CA? Let's go to the Twitter and see. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, let's just check in on this because there's a good chance that the chart's probably doing well as well. Oh, is this No, it's base. I was looking at the wrong thing. Base is an issue though. There's not, yeah, it is doing well. The thing with base is that there's not as many people participating in it, although it's very popular. You know, it's still gaining ground. More and more people will get into it. But you're gonna see sometimes that, you know, maybe it'll say it's low liquidity or something like that. I don't know why. This is saying it could be a honeypot. Yeah, you may want to look into it and see. I'm not buying this one because I don't really buy base tokens usually. Okay, let's look at a couple more and then we'll wrap up here. I don't want to make this too long. What else we got? Tiny Chef. Okay, so this is the last one we're going to look at. This one has, you know, smart followers just kind of flattened out, which could mean, I haven't looked at this chart, but it could mean that the chart's flat. You know, most people don't really talk about tokens unless they're moving up. Smart mentions. This person says they aped early, love the project. Okay, you can kind of see some of the alpha hunters and stuff down here as well. These are good ones. I don't know them personally. I'm just going by the Moni score here. And actually, okay, I just want to see if I have any questions. I don't even know if anybody, yeah, there's a couple people in here. So Moni score is decent. It's under 100. Probably want to see it over 100 to really know that it's getting a lot of eyes on it. Let's go to the Twitter. Let's grab the CA. I mean, it's not a, as far as a meme goes, it's not, I guess it's a meme. You know, it's just like a Thanksgiving meme thing, to, you know, as far as I'm seeing. I don't think it's that exciting, but we'll take a look at it anyway. I would suspect that it's going sideways. Well, it's going down a little bit. Oh, you know what? This hasn't even taken off at all. Oh, well, actually it did, huh? That's surprising that it had such a big move up to, what, 10 million? I guess the thing with this one is, you know, I don't really, since it's already made a massive move out of, I mean, it's really strange price action. It was just flat for so long after first launching and on the 24th, 2 days ago. To me, I'm not really interested in a project like this. Number one, the volume is non-existent currently. I would imagine that a lot of people got trapped on this one. And I do want to show you that real quick. What you want to watch normally is your top money holders. So your top 10 or your top 20, you want to see what they're doing. And, you know, they were accumulating way down here. So when somebody accumulates way down at the bottom, they have a ton of tokens compared to when they sell. So when they sell, it's really going to affect price. You know, if you're selling like 1 million tokens up here, it's a lot. If you're selling 1 million tokens down here, it's nothing. So just remember that if you start to see the top holders start to sell, it's probably a warning sign to you. Dev being that they haven't sold, that's sometimes a red flag for people because they can dump on people at any time. But another thing I think even more important is looking at insider trading. So if you click on the insider button down here on gmgn and you see a lot of, you know, I would say if you combine this with looking at top holders and you see a lot of selling happening right here, like if this is all you saw, if that's all you saw, and then you clicked over here and you saw insider selling as well, I would just get out, or I'd at least take profits, right? Okay, well, I hope that was informative and helpful for you. If this is the type of comment that or content that you enjoy, you know, give me some feedback, hit the like, comment down below if there is any token you want me to look at on Moni. If you want to use Moni yourself, you know, click down there at the description and you can get it. But there is a free, you know, there's some free features in it if you just want to kind of test it first. But I think it is a very good tool. I think Nansen is a very good tool. And I'll go over some other tools soon. I mean, like engineering robo, stuff like that, which you can't really use with memes. But we'll do some higher cap altcoins and stuff like that in a video later this week, maybe today, even if I get time. But y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving if you're here in the U.S. or, you know, wherever around the world you are that you celebrate Thanksgiving. And we'll do another video soon, and y'all take care.